Good morning, Taiwan, and thank you for joining us. I am Louisa Lee, here to keep you informed and entertained. 欢迎收看 Louisa 报报，每天给您最新最有趣的新闻。First in Greece, with the flames dying down, the nation is now dealing with the aftermath of the violence that erupted following the approval of a new package of austerity measures by the Greek parliament on Monday. Authorities have started with the cleanup efforts by sweeping rubble and debris off the streets of the battered and scorched capital. Police say around 80,000 protesters clashed with authorities, leaving 106 officers and dozens of civilians injured. 74 demonstrators were also arrested in the riot, with more than 45 buildings reported to be damaged by blazes and stones. The latest austerity measure, which includes deep cuts in government spending, wages, and pensions, is demanded by the country's foreign lenders in exchange for an emergency bailout. 在抗议暴动平息之后 ，Athens 开始清理工作。这次的暴动造成至少有45栋房子被毁，还有100多人受伤。And their latest meeting at the White House is viewed as an essential step in the world's most important power relationship. U.S. President Barack Obama and China's Vice President Xi Jinping, who is likely to be China's next leader, have pledged to keep working on strengthening bilateral relations. 美国总统奥巴马在白宫接见大陆 Vice President 习近平，主要讨论 economy 以及人权的问题，也要加强两国关系。
U.S. President Barack Obama on Tuesday welcomes China's leader-in-waiting Xi Jinping to the White House. As he praised China's rise as a world power, Obama also noted that with power comes responsibility.
We have tried to emphasize that because of China's extraordinary development over the last 2 decades, that with expanding power and prosperity also comes increased responsibilities.
Obama touched on trade and human rights, a politically delicate topic for his Chinese guest.
And so we want to work with China to make sure that everybody is working by the same rules of the road when it comes to the world economic system. And that includes ensuring that there is a balanced trade flow between not only the United States and China, but around the world. It also means that on critical issues like human rights, we will continue to emphasize what we believe is the importance of recognizing the aspirations and rights of all people. And we expect that China will continue to take a growing role in world affairs, and we believe that it is critically important that the United States and China develop a strong working relationship to help to bring stability, order, and security that ultimately provides a better life for both the people of the United States and the people of China.
Xi's White House visit was the centerpiece of a U.S. trip that could help the Chinese vice president boost his international standing and show he is capable of steering his country's crucial relationship with Washington.
And now to other news. Online sites are getting plenty of clicks and are likely to be experiencing high level of activity because of the romantic holiday Valentine's Day, with an online dating company in the U.S. claiming to have up to 6 million visits last February. However, do chat, date, and proceed with caution if you are thinking of finding a partner via the web. 情人节才刚刚过，不知道大家是不是都有在情人节找到另一半呢？今天要来看看的是在国外很流行的 online dating， 据说每年都帮数百万人成功找到另一半。
Valentine's, darling.
Happy Valentine's. Yeah.
Jane and Andreas Palakira are celebrating Valentine's Day with a night in. They met 10 years ago through online dating site Match.com and went on to become one of the company's first match marriages. They now have twin daughters, Alessia and Sophia. Match.com was one of the first internet dating sites setting up shop in America in 1995. It's now in 25 countries and has many competitors. Last February, it saw 6 million visits during the month, with the most in the week up to Valentine's Day. The eHarmony website also claims to be responsible for 5% of all marriages in the United States, and 1 in 3 internet users regard the web as a good place to find a partner. Carl Gregory is Match.com's managing director for the UK and Ireland.
Online dating has changed hugely in the last 10 years. Certainly we know there was an embarrassment factor. Today that embarrassment factor has crumbled away.
In Britain, it's estimated almost half the singles population have tried internet dating, and romance is a valuable source of income. A recent survey showed that around £3.4 billion a year is spent by UK singles when dating.
There are some interesting differences. I guess if we compare kind of the way we date in the UK versus the US are into their multi-dating, while I think in the UK we're a bit more conservative. And then there's markets like Germany, for example, where education is a really important part of society. So surfacing degrees and your education as part of the profile is a lot more important in Germany versus the UK.
Andreas and Jane were among the first internet daters in the UK. They say many of their friends have tried it since and gone on to find love. Not all of them are married with 2 children, but online dating is clearly a growth market. And in the current economic climate, that's worth celebrating.
And now to entertainment news. Our eyes on the stars of the French confection, the artist. The highly praised black and white film dominated the British Academy Film Awards with 7 statuettes, including the Best Film of the Year. 有英国 Oscar 之称的 BAFTA 默片的 artist 仍然是本届的最大赢家，总共拿下包括最佳影片等7个奖。
Goes to the artist. The artist.
The artist.
Jeanne Dujardin for
It went in with a total of 12 nods, and last night the artist proved that silence is indeed golden. The black and white movie won 7 BAFTA awards on Sunday and is now expected to repeat its triumph in 2 weeks' time on Oscar night. Director Michael Hassanavicius barely managed to get comfortable in his seat as he accepted awards for Best Film, Original Screenplay and Best Director.
Thank you again. I'm so proud that Brad Pitt pronounced my name so well. I know that I will have some bad days because I'm a director, so I'll have some bad days, but I will remember this day, today, as a good day.
The wins crushed the dreams of other hopefuls. Cold War spy thriller Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy was up against the artist in most categories with 11 nominations. It eventually managed to win 2 for Outstanding British Film and Best Adapted Screenplay.
I'd just like to thank the artist for not being adapted from a book.
Gary Oldman will at least find some comfort among his fellow leading actor nominees as Jean Dujardin crushed their BAFTA hopes.
And to receive this award from the country of Sir Laurence Olivier, William Webb Ellis, and Benny Hill. C'est incroyable.
Another big winner was Meryl Streep, who luckily had Mr. Darcy on hand as she picked up her leading actress gong. Streep is now favoured to win her 3rd Oscar for her turn as Iron Lady Margaret Thatcher.
Prime Minister.
Shoulders back, tummies in.
Other BAFTA winners included supporting actors Octavia Spencer for The Help and Christopher Plummer for Beginners. Martin Scorsese was honoured with a BAFTA fellowship.
And romantic moviegoers have contributed to the outstanding box office results of love drama The Vow, as it takes in more than $41 million over the weekend, right before Valentine's Day. 本周北美票房搭上情人节的热潮，由 The Vow 登上票房冠军，一上映就赚进4000多万美元。
This past weekend was a very good weekend for the movie industry in North America, with 4 movies opening to over $20 million. With the Valentine's Day approaching, The Vow opened in first place with an excellent $41.2 million, topping Dear John's $30.5 million for best opening ever from a Sony and Screen Gems release. It was also the 3rd highest for a romance or romantic comedy, behind Gary Marshall's Valentine's Day at $56.3 million and Hitch at $43.1 million. The audience was 72% women and 55% under the age of 25. Action thriller Safe House wasn't far behind in second with $40.1 million. Reviews were mixed, but Denzel Washington's reliable fan base came out in full force thanks to a strong marketing strategy by the studio. And even though the film features Washington in a bad guy role, the Oscar-winning actor is indeed one of those very rare stars in Hollywood who can consistently draw moviegoers in both good and bad roles. Number 3 went to Journey to The Mysterious Island, which drastically outperformed expectations. Journey 2 opened at an impressive $27.3 million, a better score than its 2008 predecessor. It seems like the only explanation for Journey 2's success is the leading actor Dwayne Johnson, who also helped Fast 5 reach new heights for that series last year and has just scored a strong opening with Journey 2. Another new release that followed in 4th place was the 3D upgrade of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, which opened to $22.5 million. The latest franchise re-release reaffirmed the enduring popularity of the Star Wars franchise. Teenager science fiction film Chronicle dropped to number 5 at $12.1 million. The $12 million production has raked in an impressive $40 million so far and is likely to finish with around $65 to $70 million.
Stop this! And that's it for today's edition. I am Louisa Lee, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Meanwhile, stay with CTS for the latest weather update and for more news you need.